For Pisces and Pisces rising, this new moon eclipse in Virgo is happening for you in your seventh house. And so this is a fated new beginning in regards to your committed relationships, your marriage, your partners, your clients that maybe you have contracts and negotiations with. It's basically all of the other people in your life. And so with the South Node here, this is showing that you're having to let go and release perhaps certain relationships or a certain way of interacting with relationships in order to introduce new relationships or a new way of dealing with relationships. So, this will be very, very individualistic for every single Pisces, which relationships are affected. So, this new moon eclipse will trine Uranus retrograde, which for you is in your fourth house of home and family. And so, it's possible that the one of the relationships that could be impacted here are those relationships that are related to your family, the people that you live with, the people that you share a space with, or people who are a part of the foundation of your life or who really, have an impact on your emotional well-being. This can see things changing with those relationships for better or for worse. But the goal with Uranus here is to liberate these relationships, to get them on the right path. So, regardless of whatever is happening with the relationships, this is what is meant to happen. Furthermore, this new moon eclipse will trine Pluto retrograde, which for you is in your 12th house of endings, of losses, and culminations. So, again, there are certain relationships that have just served their purpose. They've gone as far as they can go, they've done what they've needed to do, and it's time to start letting them go, to start the grieving process, to start the um letting go process with these relationships, understanding, what their purpose was, what they were meant to bring, the lesson they were meant to bring, and, you know, heal from them and release them. And by doing that, you then can make space for the right relationships. So even though this is a new moon, it's more about understanding what you need to let go of in order to welcome the new in the future rather than starting something brand new right now. This new moon eclipse will also make an opposition to Saturn retrograde that has just recently re-entered your first house. And so Saturn being in your first house for the past couple of years and now making a return to your first house is really wanting you to take yourself seriously. It's wanting you to, have more boundaries and, you know, be very clear and be very intentional about how you're living your life and how you're going about your life. And a big part of that is who you're letting into your life. And so there can be more relationships that you are having to put boundaries up with, or maybe you're needing to go back over some of those boundaries again to reinforce them again with maybe particular people, with certain people. But the goal here is always remembering that you are in the process, Pisces, of becoming this brand new version of yourself. You're aligning more with your path, like likely more than you ever have uh, in your lifetime, or you're getting back on your path in a very strong way right now. And there could be a lot of people in your life who are counter productive to this. People who uh, don't want you to be on your path or don't care, if you're on your path or not, and just want you for their own good, and you have to recognize these type of people. You have to recognize these relationships and understand that not everyone is for you, and that the only person who can ensure that you are on the right path is you, and you have to, be the one to put up the boundary to the other person, not try to make the other person understand you. You just have to, close yourself off essentially and continue on with your path. Um, you might be able to find some middle ground with certain people, but um, certain people you cannot. The people that you probably will be able to find that better middle ground with will be family, with the trine to Uranus, but beyond that, the other people who are not very helpful for you, definitely something that has to be resolved. Furthermore, the new moon eclipse will be opposite to Neptune, which is in your second house. And so, some of these relationships that you have, especially if they are business partnerships or work related partnerships or people that you share finances with, um, these relationships could be, related to your finances in some way. And by letting go of these relationships, you might have questions of, well, how am I going to financially do this? How am I going to financially do that? How am I going to support myself? You have to have faith that if you let go of the wrong people and the wrong relationships, the wrong clients, okay, the wrong partners, that they will be replaced with the right ones, okay? Don't hang on to a relationship just because there's some type of financial benefit to it. Um, you'll be able to find a workaround. There will be another way. But I do see here with Chiron transiting your second house, which is in conjunct to this new moon eclipse, that you might feel kind of insecure financially right now, but that's okay. It's a season that you're in right now. You won't be in this forever. You will resolve it, you will work through it. And as Saturn returns to your second house, it will really help you to get this in order. So, don't let finances be the reason why you keep a relationship that you're not really interested in keeping. All right. So, hopefully, that is helpful for you, Pisces. Best of luck.